Watch this video, pay attention to what he says and how he says it.
Some of the president-elect's advisors have suggested that you should resign. If he asked you to leave, would you go?
No.
Can you follow up on, do you think that legally you're not required to leave?
No.
Mike?
So, since I've been on this channel since 2020, I've said this countless times. I know it may seem very repetitive, but it is the most important thing, one of the most important things in the world to know about the Federal Reserve. I know people aren't going to learn this in school. Most people don't want anything like in-depth knowledge about the Federal Reserve, especially Americans. They were very excited that Trump got in, and I said, listen, the one thing that, if he's not a puppet, he's going to at least try to end the Federal Reserve and make drastic steps for that. And as you saw with Jerome Powell, who is the Federal Reserve chairman, he doesn't answer to anyone, all right? These are the guys that print your currency. These are the guys that set interest rates. These are the guys that own the military to protect their US dollar, because if you think it's your US dollar, think again. Go on a dollar bill note and look at Federal Reserve note. It doesn't say the People's note, does it? It doesn't say backed by gold, does it? No, it doesn't. It says the Federal Reserve. That's who owns you. That's what George Carlin, that comedian guy, that he's been warning people for ages now to be aware of the Federal Reserve. This is your number one enemy. Actually, the Bank of International Settlements is your number one enemy, but I digress on that. That's a whole nother can of worms for another day. So let me know, how do you think Trump is going to kick out the Federal Reserve if he really isn't a puppet? And I say puppet because I'm very skeptical on any politician. I don't care how many promises they make. I want to see them do something, especially with the Federal Reserve. So if Trump's going to do that, amen. And if Trump fails to end the Fed, not to worry. We already won that game by getting into Bitcoin. And if you're a learningcrypto.com member, you know that we are in Monero and several other coins that I think will be very good for when central bank digital currencies come out, and they are coming out. So let me reiterate here with President Putin saying he's not going to abandon the dollar. Neither are a lot of other countries. You know why? Because the US military is very strong, and they are going to make sure people are using the US dollar. That is the whole point of the US military. Moving on to the new SEC chairman, which might actually happen here. So who's going to replace Gary Gensler for the SEC chairman? Robinhood CLO Dan Gallagher is reportedly being considered on shortlist for SEC chair under Trump. This is according to Reuters. Now, here's some dirt on this guy. You let me know if I'm just kind of overblowing this, whatever. But here at Crypto Tips, we actually do journalism here. So here's a timeline for you for this new Robinhood guy. January 2021, Robinhood, in response to market volatility, restricted trading for AMC, GameStop, and several other stocks, allowing customers to only sell their shares, not buy or trade. This move was seen to a blow to retail investors who had been driving up prices of these stocks. So pretty much the little guy was trying to, give the middle finger to all these hedge fund guys, Wall Street essentially, and Robinhood wasn't having that, and they gave the retail guys the middle finger. February 2021, Robinhood restores trading for AMC and other restricted stocks, citing technical issues and market conditions. Here we go. You haven't heard the fun stuff yet. May 2023, Robinhood mistakenly displayed an incorrect banner stating that AMC had filed for bankruptcy, which was later corrected. AMC's CEO, Adam Aron, threatened to sue Robinhood for its incomprehensible incompetence. And the best part about this is in August 2021, the Financial Industry Regulate or FINRA fined Robinhood $70 million for providing false and misleading information, as well as system outages that harm customers. So now you have Wall Street, which is essentially the Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve and Wall Street, they're the same. And now we have a guy that we know has served the interests of Wall Street, just like Gensler has. I mean, maybe George Carlin is right. It's a big club and you ain't in it. I hope I'm wrong. What do you think? Like and subscribe, share videos like this so you can educate people on what is actually happening in the world and you actually have solid journalism here. All right, talk to you soon.